I want to show you a trade that my students and I got into my new students that did their very first trade. I got 190% return. Some of them had 150, 175, someone had 215% return on their very first trade. So I'm going to take it to the charts. I've showed you guys this multiple times. If you watch any of the previous videos, and what we saw, why we got into that trade, and exactly how it plays out. An additional play that I want you guys to watch for on Sofi. That pattern was a bull pennant. Now you may also look at this as a bull flag, or you might even look at it as a wedge. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys exactly what it looks like. Okay, right up in here, let me zoom it in really quickly, and I'm going to take my line and we're going to go here. All right, and we're going to put another one right up here at this top. Okay, so we got our this leg here that where we pushed up. You guys see we working with a gap down here, not massive, small, but a gap nevertheless. Okay, now we have that pennant there, and as you can see, it broke out of those lines and we pushed up. Now, very simple to spot. Okay, can it be invalidated? Absolutely. Matter of fact, if you watch my video from yesterday on Coca-Cola, that particular pattern was invalidated slightly where it did not fully play out. So these things can always be invalidated, pennants or flags. Okay, now let's look at this. We are being presented with the same opportunity again. Let me get another, and we're going to put it right up in here. Okay, the market is still open, so it still has some movement to do right up in there. So it's literally presenting itself again to push up. Now, before I close this out, I'm going to show you exactly what we are looking at next. Okay, this was my students' very first play. They're already looking at seeing how this played out to get into their potential second trade ever. And it's just simply learning to identify patterns on the charts, okay? Because they will tell you potentially the next move. Now, let me show you guys something. Sofi is really getting back to a lot of its older highs, okay? So we'll get to some of its older highs. It is getting back to some heavy rejection levels. So this is the 15-minute time frame, by the way. So we're going to go to the daily time frame down here. And I'm going to take you guys over to show you where we are looking at some heavy rejection and where Sofi is going next. Okay, let's zoom that in. Now you see this here? I'm going to take a line and I'm going to make it and put it up here. Heavy rejection up here in this area. Okay, we have here, we got it here, and we got it there. That level is 2465. So between 2465 and between 2480 is where we could potentially expect some heavy downside once it gets back up there. And this is where